Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, reaching for your phone and nothing. No notifications. Your emails refuse to load. Social media feeds are frozen in time. You try refreshing, restarting, checking the Wi-Fi, but the problem isn't just you. It's everyone. All around the globe, simultaneously, the internet has vanished. Not a temporary outage, not a localized hack, but a complete permanent cessation of the digital world as we know it. No more Google, no more streaming, no more online banking. No more interconnectedness that defines our modern existence. It's a thought experiment that borders on a nightmare for most of us, yet it's worth exploring. What if the internet, the invisible backbone of our 21st century civilization, simply ceased to exist? The ramifications would be immediate, catastrophic, and fundamentally reshape every aspect of human life. The initial moments would be defined by confusion, then a rapidly escalating panic. Your smart home devices would become dumb. Your car's navigation system would go blank. Communication, the lifeblood of society, would instantly seize up. Billions of text messages, emails, and social media posts, which typically crisscross the globe in milliseconds, would simply cease to transmit. People would rush to contact loved ones, only to find their digital lifelines cut. Companies and governments, reliant on internet-based communication for daily operations and emergency coordination, would be thrown into disarray. The world would experience a sudden, jarring silence in the digital realm, a silence that would scream volumes about our profound dependency. The immediate digital blackout, world unplugged, the most immediate and terrifying impact would be on global communication and financial systems. Think about it. Our entire banking infrastructure, from ATMs to online transfers and stock markets, operates on the internet. In an instant, these complex systems would grind to a halt. Credit cards would be rendered useless, and online banking would become a distant memory. The global e-commerce market alone was estimated to be worth over $6 trillion in 2023, according to Statista. All of that economic activity would vanish overnight, leading to an unprecedented financial freeze. People would find themselves unable to access their money, make payments, or engage in any form of digital transaction. This immediate financial paralysis would cascade into widespread panic, potentially leading to social unrest as basic necessities become inaccessible. Beyond finance, essential services would face unimaginable challenges. Modern air traffic control systems rely heavily on internet-connected networks for communication, radar data, and flight plan management. The disappearance of the internet would throw air travel into chaos, grounding planes and stranding millions. GPS, fundamental to modern navigation for everything from personal cars to commercial shipping and emergency services, would either cease to function or become severely degraded. Supply chain logistics, which use intricate internet-based tracking, inventory management, and scheduling, would immediately break down. Imagine perishable goods stranded, factories unable to order parts, and supermarkets with rapidly emptying shelves. Hospitals, too, are highly interconnected, using networks for patient records, equipment monitoring, and interdepartmental communication. A sudden digital blackout would severely hamper their ability to provide critical care. Economic catastrophe. The global recession, like no other, the long-term economic repercussions would be cataclysmic, far surpassing any recession or depression in history. Entire industries built upon the internet, from search engines like Google to social media giants like Meta and e-commerce behemoths like Amazon, would instantly cease to exist. Millions of jobs directly tied to these sectors, software engineers, content creators, digital marketers, cloud computing specialists, would vanish overnight. But the impact wouldn't stop there. Businesses across every sector, from small local shops to multinational corporations, leverage the internet for everything from marketing and sales to customer service and internal operations. Their ability to function would be severely crippled, leading to mass layoffs across the board. Global trade, a complex web of digital communication, financial transfers, and logistical coordination, would be brought to its knees. In 2022, global trade in goods and services was valued at approximately $32 trillion. Without the internet, the intricate processes of customs declarations, international payments, and real-time tracking would become excruciatingly slow or impossible. Countries would struggle to import and export goods, leading to severe shortages of everything from food and medicine to raw materials and manufactured products. The economic shockwaves would reverberate globally, plunging the world into a deep, prolonged depression, forcing societies to rapidly reevaluate their economic models and seek localized, resilient alternatives. The interconnected global marketplace, refined over decades, would simply unravel. Social and cultural shift. Relearning connection and knowledge, the disappearance of the internet would force a profound shift in social interaction and access to information. For generations that have grown up with instant messaging, video calls, and social media, the sudden void would be immense. People would be forced to rediscover older forms of communication. Landlines, if they remained functional independently of internet infrastructure, would see a massive resurgence. The postal service, long overshadowed by email, would become vital once again, albeit much slower. More importantly, face-to-face interaction would become paramount, potentially leading to stronger, more localized community bonds as people physically reconnect with their neighbors and local establishments. Access to information would revert to pre-digital norms, albeit with a significant time lag. Libraries, once seen as relics by some, would become indispensable centers of knowledge. Print newspapers and magazines would become the primary source of news, and radio broadcasts would gain new importance for real-time updates. The vast digital archives of information, from scientific journals to historical documents, would be inaccessible. Imagine the challenge of researching a topic without Google, relying solely on physical books and indexes. Wikipedia, which had over 6.7 million articles in English as of September 2023, would simply be gone. Education would be drastically altered, with online learning platforms